welcome to the session on English Secondary. And I hope that today's class will be highly beneficial to all of you. And today we are going to do writing skills. So let's start. So dear, I am Dr. Sayyida Ayman Hashmi. And today I am going to take notice writing and speech writing with you. So that's secondary class, English. And let me tell you that I am PGT of English in Kendriya Vidyalaya, New Delhi. So let's start with notice writing. So let us see what we are going to learn today. What after the completion of this lesson you are going to learn. So after the completion of today's class, you will learn the special features of notice writing. You will also learn the different types of notice. And you will be aware of value points and presentation styles of particular notice because there are many types of notice. So you will come to know about different types of notices and their styles. And yes, very important, the evaluation points of a notice. Dear children, let me tell you, the evaluation point is very important. Though I will not tell you exact marking scheme because this class is open for all the boards, NIS, CBSE and state boards. So I will tell you in general what are the evaluation points. And yes, after the class, you will be able to write different types of notices by attempting the questions given in this show, information. So any kind of notice, if it is there, the purpose of it is to give information. Now, what is a notice? So dear children, let me tell you that a notice is a very short written piece of communication which is usually formal in style. This is very important. So first of all, what the things we should take care of, notice of it here? Yes. So number first is that is a very short written piece. So it's not a lengthy piece. It is a short written piece. And what is it? A communication. What communication? You have seen in the previous slide, and that is providing or giving information. And yes, very important, the style. The style of notice is formal. I hope that you are familiar with these two words, formal and informal. What is formal? Formal when you simply are not very, you write to the officers or in general public whom you don't know very much. Whereas informal, you write anything or talk like, or even in conversation when you talk informally with your friends, family members and relatives. Okay. So you may distinguish between formal and informal, remembering how you behave at home, how you converse with the family members, that is informal. And how you behave, how you converse in your school with your teachers, with the principal, that's formal. Okay. So once again, what is notice? Notice is a very short written piece of communication which is usually formal in style. So anatomy of notice. So where do we generally see notice? Yes, generally we find notice on the notice board and also on the bulletin boards. Also uh, in some of the posters also to give information. So what is notice? Number one, it is a written piece of information. Number two, a release from an office. Generally, because you just before in the previous slide you have seen what is notice. Notice is a It's the style of notice is formal. So formal means something related to office. Okay. So generally the notices are issued from, are released from office. Yes. What does they carry? They always carry an order, a directive, a request, an entreaty, an appeal, a suggestion, a warning, a caution, a privilege, a demand, or command. So your notice could be on any of these topics, anything. It may be it may carry an order, not the topic, but it may carry an order. It may be a directive, a request, an appeal. Okay, sometimes a caution, warning, or a command also, and sometimes demand also, request. Okay. Yes, the next point is it is duly executed by the authority concerned. Very, very important. Any notice cannot be called notice until unless it is signed by an authority. Okay? Body to be drafted in plain formal language. Again, this point is here. Plain formal language. It should be very simple and formal language. So, okay. So, if we see the anatomy of notice, it is a written piece. It's issued from an office. It may be order, request, privilege, and many more points are written here. And yes, it is executed by the authority concerned. And it is always very simple but formal language. Okay, yes, very, very important. Evaluation points. Dear children, I'm not telling you the exact division because you may be a student of CBSE, you may be a student of some state, you may state board, you may be a student of NIOS. So, anyway, in general, the evaluation points, the points on which your notice is evaluated are these three: your content, the format, and the expression. So these three are always there uh, on which you are going to be marked. Like for example, in CBSE, format is always 1 mark, content is 2 mark, expression is 2 marks. So altogether 4 marks. But I don't have any idea about the other boards. But in general, the evaluation points are the same all over the boards. Okay. Word limit. Yes, generally. Again, it's not a set rule. Generally, the word limit is 50 words because it is a short composition. It is not a long composition. And time required, this is very, very important, dear children, because let me make it very clear that in writing section, you have to take hold of time. That's very important. Suppose if you are writing an item of 4 marks, like this notice, and you are spending 20 minutes on it, 15 minutes on it, then what will happen? The other questions in the question paper will be, you will not be able to attempt. The other question will be left out. So remember, so for writing a notice, you need at the maximum 5 to 7 minutes, not more than that. So if you are taking more than this, it means you need to be very careful about it. One thing more I would like to share with you, and that is when you are practicing any writing item, just keep your stopwatch ready. Okay? And according to stopwatch you practice, it will help you to get to because in exam you have to follow times. Okay, and in this way you will be able to complete all your questions in the question paper in time allotted. Okay, fine. Yes, points to remember. So here are some of the points you must take care of while writing a notice. First, the notice is written in a box and in formal language. So, formal language you are aware of. Box is very important because it is a short composition, so it is to be encaged inside a box. Okay? Yes, and because it is a formal, then I and you to be avoided. You must not use personal pronouns of first person and second person. You have to use third person instead. Why? Because it is a formal piece of writing. Stick to the word limit. Again, very important. Format includes the words plus notice should be written there, name of the institution, department, subject, heading and date, top left hand side. We will see to it when we will see a sample. Don't worry about it. Remember to include, yes, very, very important, the body of your notice. So what is going to be in the body of your notice? Number one, who is addressed to? In the very first line, you should be very clear about for who are addressed to in this notice. Who are those people? What is the notice about? The topic. Who is organizing or holding? Then when, date and time, where, venue, or you can say place as well. What to do? What the readers are expected to do? Who are addressed are expected to do? Then whom to contact, where, last date of submission if it is required. Okay, not all notice need the submission of name. Agenda to be written if it is regarding a meeting. Very important. Agenda means on what topic that meeting is going to be held if the notice is on meeting. It should be attractive. It should have a suitable eye-catching heading. Okay, this is very, very important. Okay, now let's move ahead. So once again, summarize. So your notice should be written in a box, third person, adhere to the time limit, format we will discuss after this. And once again, and then what to be included in a notice, what is the agenda, and yes, it should look beautiful. All writing items should look attractive. And yes, it should have a suitable eye-catching heading. Yes, what we are supposed to do, we are well aware of, and all the teachers also tell about it, what you are supposed to do. But what should not reflect in a notice, that is equally important. Okay, so what you should not do in a notice. Number one, salutation. Like when you write the notice and the topic and the date, and then you start write, dear friends, dear students. No, the salutation is never written in a notice. Okay. Then use of personal pronouns like I, you, and we, or its any form. Avoid. Don't use first and second person. Use only and only third person. Use of subscription. Fine. So don't use it. And thank you. Thank you. You may leave this point, but these three are very, very important. No salutation, no first and second person, and at the end, thank you. Thank you is written only and only in your speech, not in your notice. Okay. So let us see what is the layout of a notice. Okay. So here is one layout in front of you. Yes. So at the top, you are going to write the name of the organization or institution or the office issuing the notice. So here at the top will be the name of the organization, institution, or the office issuing the notice. You may write in this name should be written in title case. I hope you know what is title case. Title case means every first letter is going to be written in capital except preposition and determiners. Okay? So name of the organization, institution, office issuing the notice. It will come at the very top here. Okay? And then you are going to write notice in bold. Okay, grammatically writing notice in capital is wrong, but to make it clear and visible, you may write it in caps or you may write it bigger so that it is very clearly visible that it is a notice. And after that, you are going to write a date. The date when that notice is issued. Yes, for this, let me show you these four styles of date. Purposefully, I have chosen 12. Okay, that I will tell you how, because this year we have 20 and we are going to write full year 2020. Otherwise, like 3rd November, you may write full November or just put a dot, and 12, 12 or 12, 13, 12, 15, like that. Or you may put an omission sign. You see here the omission sign? Okay. So you may put an omission sign here because 20 is missing. So you put an omission sign and write 12, the last two digits of the year. Or you write November 3, month we write first and then date and put a comma and then the full year. Or if you're writing that year in short, then you put this omission sign. Now it's clear why I have chosen 12 purposefully to make you understand the formats of dates, the international and standard format of date. So these are the international and standard format of date. Okay. So other than these four, the other dates which you write are not standard one. So start practicing. Okay. So again, just a reminder. So here the name of the organization or the office issuing the notice. Then the notice to be written in bold here. And here will be the date. The date should be in any of these four formats. And once more, in all writing section, whenever you are required to write a date, the date should be in this format. Okay. After that, here is the body, the main, yes, sorry. Before, after date, you are going to write heading or subject, but don't write SUBJECTHEADI. No, directly write your to heading here. Okay. And that to be in title case. What is title case? Again, every first letter capital except your preposition and determiners. Okay. And in the end, children are always confused. What will come first? So remember the short form of it, S and D. First of all, signature, then your name. You may write your name in block letters to make it clear, differentiate between the signature and your name. And here, designation in bracket. This is very, very important. Your designation will be in bracket. So write a short form, learn a short form, S and D. S and D is signature, name, and designation. And you will never forget what will come first, signature or the name or the designation. Okay. Yes, here one thing more, let me make it really clear. Some of the children are always confused. What to write first, date to write first, or the title or the heading is to be written first. Dear children, if you are writing the title and then you are writing the date, even that is acceptable. Okay? Why? because date is a must there. You have to write a date. That's compulsory. The date of the issue of the notice. And yes, the last and the most important point, the notice is to be put in a box. So this is the layout of the notice. I hope it's clear. And this is the format. Format carries name of the organization, notice written here, date here, your title or subject here, here the body, then signature, name and date, and everything in box. This is your format. Clear? So name of the organization, notice, date in any of these four formats, then main body, sorry, heading and subject, and then your content, the signature, name and designation, and full notice in the box. I hope it's clear to you. Now just recapitulate the main points which we have just discussed. And plus other than that, okay. So read the rubric well. What is rubric? Rubrics are the evaluation criteria. How you are going to be evaluated. So you must be aware of the rubrics. Then make rough work for value points. So what are the value points? What you are going to include in your notice. Remember all those WH family questions. Who, what, when, where, what, and whom. Remember? So all that WH family questions. Follow the word limit religiously, and very, very important. That's why it is written in red. Avoid use of I, you, and we. Never put dear friends. Don't write thank you, yours faithfully. Never do this. So dear children, let's see a sample notice here. It's not a completely solved notice. So he is here, you see, if it is the notice is written on behalf of the school, then the name of the school, city, date, notice to be written here, then here will come your topic. That's why it is in brackets, what you're supposed to do here. Then this is to inform all the students of class. Here is, you may make it very clear, of class 11th, 12th, of class 9th, 10th, of class of primary classes that our school is going to organize or celebrate whatever the event is. Then the topic here, on date, time and place, on, at, in. Clear? On the occasion of, why that celebration is there, or why that organization of that program is there, if it is given in the question. And then those who want to participate or volunteer may give their names to their class teachers by the last date. Remember, this date and this date, this is very important because children are always confused. Dear children, this date is the date of issue of the notice. And the date here is the date when that particular program will happen, the particular event will happen. And this date is date till day when the students can participate in any of the competition. So this date is going to be the oldest one, then will be this date, the last date, and after this date will be the date of the program, because you cannot accept names after the event. Okay, and this line, for more details contact the undersigned. So it is a body, a rough sketch of the body for you, so you may note it down. Okay, and you may note it down and use, practice. You have to fill in only in the details. The full body is given to you here. And yes, again, sign, name and designation. Dear children, there is one more format of notice like this. The body, skeleton. I will not say it's body. It says skeleton with a fill in the blanks where you can fill in the details and your notice is ready. So let's see one more. Same. Name of the school, city, or the name of the organization, notice, topic, date, and yes. All the students are hereby informed. So all the students are hereby, here you can write again. Which students? All the students of the school, then it's okay, fine. But if it is for particular class, then you can write all the students of class 11th and 12th, all the students of class 9th and 10th, all the students from class 6 to 8, all the students of primary classes. Are you getting? In this way you can write, are hereby informed that our school is going to, or the organizers are going to organize a celebrate topic on date, time, place, same, on the occasion of same. Those who want to participate volunteer may give their names to their class teachers by the last date of submission of names. For more details, contact the undersigned. Sign, name, and position. When I was telling you about the learning outcomes, what you're going to learn from today's class, there was a point written that you will be coming to know about the value points related to different notices. So here they are. Yes. So one of the common topic of notice is meeting. So what you're going to take care of in notice related to meeting? Date, when the meeting will take place, time also, name of the event, which meeting about what, the agenda you can say, venue and place, agenda and purpose. For meeting, this agenda or the purpose of meeting is very, very important so that the participant may come prepared. Who is to attend? Because all the events are not for everybody. So who are going to attend that meeting? You have to be very clear. Specific instructions, if any. For example, you may give any specific instruction like come with 2 or 3 solution to this problem. Come with some items if it is required. Okay. So according to the need of the question. Contact person and interest. Whom to contact? And here you see the example. Okay. So here you see your school observe the Earth Day on 25th April. As the General Secretary of the School's Council, write a notice informing the members about a meeting you wish to hold to plan the program. So here the school name. It is all in capitals, but no need to write in capitals. You have to write in title case. It is written here. Okay. So notice date, and here you see House Council meeting regarding Earth Day celebration. So a meeting of the Students' House Council will be held tomorrow. So very much clearly specified. Who are going to attend this meeting? Students of House Council. Date and time. On 11th April at 2 p.m. in the school council office, where venue is also clear. To what? Why this meeting is here? To discuss and finalize program for Earth Day celebrations. Okay. So what is going to be done here? Important decisions about duties, items, certificates, mementos will be taken. Attendance of all the members is compulsory. Very, very important. Here is the signature, name and designation in bracket. Okay. So you have seen the value points of a notice related to meeting and a sample also. Now notice related to any event. Sometimes there are events. So name of the event, name of the organizer, okay, objective, purpose, occasion, date, time, place. This is compulsory for all types of such kind of notices. Activities to be taken. What activities will be the part of that event? Then essential qualification, eligibility, prizes, conditional prizes, awards, incentive offered, all these. just to lure the public, and contact address and specific instructions like children not allowed, fine, dogs not allowed, pets not allowed. So such kind of instructions are specific instructions. So here is a sample of notice related to event. So as the executive director of Himachal Tourism, write a notice to be published in newspapers, informing the general public about a paragliding and hot air balloon competition you wish to organize. So this is the question. Let's see the answer. Himachal Tourism, Shimla. Again, you may write it in running title case. Notice 11th May and the year. 37th Paragliding and Hot Air Balloon Competition. Okay. It missed. Fine. So competition. One thing more, this is all written in capital letters. You need not to write in capital letters, you have to write in title case. Okay. Himachal Tourism proudly announces what it is now going to announce, the 37th Paragliding in Hot Air Balloon Competition to be held on 20th and 21st May in Solong Valley, and who are all amateurs and professionals are cordially invited. Beside a challenge cup, there are 3 cash prizes to be won in each category. Registration closes on this date. Okay, and yes, for details log on. For extra information, you may give the name of a website, name, signature, name, and designation. Next, notice related to tour, camps, fair, mela, and exhibition. So, the first thing which is very important, name of the organizer. If there is any organizer, generally there are. Name and nature of the activity. Occasion if there is any. Venue. Objective information is what is the objective behind that fair, mela, or exhibition. So you have to inform what is the objective behind it. It is an information, appeal, awareness, invitation, what else? Okay. Dates and timings. Okay. So when this program is there. Expenditure, charges, free entry is free. All these are very important. What the public who will come to all these program, exhibition, mela, or camp affair, or tour. So what is going to be the in general lump sum expenditure? What are the charges, entry fees, etc. Okay. Beginning and conclusion. When it will begin, when it will end. Place and destinations for tours. This is also important. If it in case of tours, so destination also. Duration, when to when, contact address, and specific instructions like do's, don'ts, visiting hours, etc. So here is a sample. So as a sports captain of your school, write a notice for the students' notice board informing budding cricketers to attend trials for selection to school teams. Name of the school, notice, date, title, and yes, selection very clearly right from the beginning. See, this is the formal language, straightforward. Selection to school cricket team will be made on this date, this time, and this time in the school playground. Budding players who wish to make it to the school team must attend the trials and with complete cricket kits. So this is the specific requirement. Okay, so they will come with the cricket kit. In all, 20 players will be shortlisted for each item purely on the basis of their all-round performance. Everything crystal clear? Name, signature, name, and designation. Yes, sometimes the notice are written are always an appeal. Sometimes, like if the notice is on appeal, you have to write the event. Like sometimes it is blood donation. Sometimes it is donation. Uh, Suppose if there is there in the case of some emergency, like for example, a fan these days. So there may be notice for appeal to donate or to give or to help. Name of the organizer, objective, purpose, occasion, date, time, place, compulsory for every all types of notices. Then wording of appeal. This is very very important, because if you are appealing someone, you have to use a language just to catch their hearts. Okay, tickle their feelings so that they may uh, they may answer to your appeal. Contact address, specific instructions if there are any. Like for example, sometime only items will be accepted. No money is accepted, like that. So it's the appeal notice. As the honorary director of Rahat and Old Age Home, write a notice of appeal to be published in the newspaper asking for donation of man hours for general public. Okay. So title and all. The elders in our old age home needs your help. Your help. Okay. Don't read it you. Your help. Spend whatever time you can spare talking, walking, reading, and playing with them. Donate your precious time for this unique and noble cause. For details and registration, please log on to your website and the toll-free number. So signature, name, and designation. Okay. Sometimes warning and instructions are also the topic of notice. So you must mention who are the target notice, specific instructions like list of do's and don'ts and warnings, consequences, punitive actions like fine or other punishments, and details of the issuing authority. So all these are going to be the part of notice related to warning and instructions. So here is the sample. As the manager of Hotel Excelsior, write a notice for the guests staying in the hotel, cautioning them about a lift that has gone out of order. Fine. To the title, and then yes. We regret to inform you. We regret to inform you that the hotel lift will be shut down for hours this to this for necessary repairs to fix a fault in the cable. We deeply regret the inconvenience caused to you and would like to request to use the service lift instead. Just you have seen I have deleted thank you from here. Yes, so that you will not be confused. But in notices like this, generally the hotel people they write thank you, or the if they call inconvenience cause, but you are not going to write thank you. Okay, the signature, name, and designation. Yes, one more notice, notice unfound, very common one. Article found, place, purpose of notice to identify the claim of the article, whom to contact, when and where. So simple found. This is, I'm hurrying because it's a very simple and very common notice. You have found a wristwatch in the school premises, and write a notice on it. Found, found, found. All the students are hereby informed that I have found a wristwatch in the school premises yesterday. You will say why I is here, because it is written by a student. In such cases, I may be, or you can write it indirectly. This all the students are hereby informed that a wristwatch is found in the school premises yesterday. You may avoid this I even. Okay. So whoever has lost his or her wristwatch may take it from the lost and found department after giving the suitable description. This I is put here purposefully so that to make it clear, you may use in this notice, but you may avoid this I by writing that, like generally you are very fond of writing I, so you can avoid this I. How? Like you can say a wristwatch is found in the school premises. If you use passive voice, you may avoid this I even. Okay. So same signature, name and designation instead of designation, class. Lost. So article lost, time approximate it was lost, identification marks like color, size, material, contents, whom to contact, when and where, promise of reward, date, place. Okay, clear? Next. So here is the sample notice, lost. You have lost your wristwatch in the school premises with a suitable, write a suitable notice for that. Again, lost, lost, lost. All the students are hereby informed that I have lost my wristwatch in the school premises yesterday during fifth period. So it is very much made clear that when it was lost, where. I again, lost and found, you may use I, but this may also be avoided. Like you can see that the undersigned has lost his wristwatch in the school premises. Got? Are you getting? So you can avoid even this I where you feel like very crucial. You cannot avoid using right I and my. But here also you can use third person 100%. For that you have to use passive voice. If you use passive voice, you may avoid this I and my. So see, I have shown you here how you can write that a wristwatch was lost in the school premises yesterday during the fifth period. Where everything you can write. It is tight and made with black strap. Whosoever is found is requested to return it to the undersigned. The founder will be given a suitable reward. And then signature, name and class, because it is of some individual which it is who has lost some individual from the school, student of the school. Clear how we can avoid use I and my? Okay. So here are some practice questions. I'm going to write one and two, not all, because you may have the practice questions in your books. You may write the questions on any of them. So you can write a notice for inviting contributions for the bomb blast victims. Okay. You may write a notice informing students about the school and seeking their cooperation for the success of the charity show. And you may write a notice informing about an excursion to Goa for the student of class 11th and 12th or 9th and 10th. You may also practice a notice for invites by inviting visiting an American ballet troupe to give performance in the school. Fine. So you may invite these people and inform the students about it. So you have to inform the student that you have invited some outsourced in agency to have some performance in your school. You may also write a notice on requesting the students for to maintain silence during the senior exams of the senior students. This the T should be small, shouldn't be capital. Sometimes this typing really makes difficult when you choose the style of the slides. Okay. So thank you. This is a PowerPoint presentation created for learning and not for commercial purpose. So the pictures which you have seen in this PowerPoint were downloaded from the internet. So now I would like to take a break, and after the break we will be here with the writing section, again a writing item on speech. So till then, just wait. Bye.